I would just want to understand, from your own. I know you always say it's not about you. But I mean, we are human at the end of the day. We appreciate what we achieve, what we're happy about, and so on. I just want to understand from your own perspective, as people would say, a young person growing up somewhere in South Africa, did you ever envision that one day when I coach, or when you were still a footballer, that one day if I am to coach, this is what I will become? And now that you have become that, just how do you take that all in?
Yeah, Basket, when you play football, I'll start with the play. When you play football, you must know I come from a football family, and from my mother's side, too much football there, because my uncles played for Pirates, the other one for Chiefs, and my grandmother was a football person. Okay, so I come from a football side, where my father also in Krugersdorp, he says he was the coach. I don't remember, but I remember somewhere there. I don't know, but I remember that we had football jerseys in our home. I saw those things when I was still young, and I played football. And when I played football, I started saying, I want to play in the PSL, and so you always feel like that. And when you play PSL, you say, oh, I think I can play overseas, and God helps you manage to get those things. And when I was playing, and I realized that very soon everybody has to stop playing, and I said, do I want to be the coach? I wanted to be a trainer. You see what KB is doing with me, a sports football specific condition trainer, not a physical trainer. There's a difference, because physical trainer, you go to Virgin Active, you find him, and if you want a trainer also, you go to athletics, you see somebody's training there. But I'll tell you why, because when I played in South Africa, I was never at the right condition, football conditioning. My condition was never that. But you remember, during our days, we were training 3 times a week. And I wanted to do more, but I couldn't. When I went to Europe, I was not aware at that time that it's pre-season, because it was June. So here was the middle of the season. So I said, I've been training, so I'm okay. I fell into a pre-season. I've never felt training like that. It was hard. I've never trained like that in my life. It was hard. My back was so. They even had to take me off some of the training sessions because it was too tough. I didn't know that. So where's this one coming from? Can't take this kind of training, But anyway, to cut the long story short, that's what I wanted to be. But as I started now coaching in the township, I coached in Soweto in the township. I coached Sundowns, youth, and then I started saying, okay, I think I want to be a coach. I think I want to be a coach now, because Ted Dimitri told me, you can do this thing, man. And what I did, he gave me it's like an NDC team, and I started to train them. And I was still a player, remember, at that time. That's when we won the 3 titles in a row. Officially, the assistant coach was Makala Kalani at that time. So I was like a second trainer. So and I started to like it. I lost the playing side. And by the way, Chuku and Modau, they kept me out of the team. They were scoring, those guys. And I focused on training OJ Mabizela, Vilagazi, Nguni, the one who went to Russia. What's his name?
Bennett.
Yes, those guys. Tabang, those players, man. Mavimbela, who were playing. They ended up playing in the senior team of Sundowns. So that's my team. So I was coaching that team, and I was focused on that team. There's a guy, Pro Gumbi. Yeah. That was my team. So I coached that team, and I loved it. I fell in love with this thing. So But Ted says, no, but come, be on the bench. I might need the striker, So I'm in there, but not focused. Now, because Augie is playing all the time, now I'm with the old man like an assistant. Now he discusses things. And then he worked out, that old man. And then as the senior team was training earlier, and then the youth were coming later. Then we coincided with programs. So sometimes Ted says, stay here with this one. And then we were training on 2 pitches. And then he goes there. Sometimes he brings me here. So and then I follow him the way he was doing. Ted used to like good football. We all know he doesn't like these long balls. So then then this thing came up to me now to say, hey, this thing is doable. So I just followed Ted, to be honest. He gave me the platform. So I followed Ted. Then once those younger ones are winning, and so once a week we play with the senior team, and becomes a problem now. The fighting and all that. And then I said, I think this thing I can do it. And then it was Peter Kutrulis and Natasha Chiglas and that era. And then they had another team in the first division that was from Mamelodi, that was now facing relegation. They said, no, but go leave this one now, leave the younger ones, go save that team from relegation. In that team,
African Brothers?
Yes. In that team, even the captain of Sundowns, who was the manager, Manzini was playing in that team. So we saved that team. I was with Manzini there, and then we saved that team and didn't go to relegation. It was about relegation, and then I came back again. And then, that's how it started. So if I knew I would be a coach, I don't know. But as I'm catching the bug and I'm looking at the games, the team that really inspired me more was Chelsea with Mourinho, with the Drogba and Lampard team. It was an unbelievable team. Then I fell in love with that team, and I followed a lot of tactics. And then I wanted to know me. I became too inquisitive. So if I knew this would be like the way it is, I was not sure. But once I see Mourinho lifting trophies and all that, I said, I think I want it. So that's where it started.
Push. I look at one of the things we've been talking about, how Sundowns, the way you start matches, especially once you've found your rhythm, the way you start, we always say, if you survive Sundowns in the first 15 to 20 minutes, then you can start to breathe, because teams are not breathing at that stage. I noticed even over the weekend. Let's talk about this, even the variation of your play. Everyone talks about good football, but Champions League is also...
we're a bit shrewd. We're a bit tougher and shrewd. The players will tell you. You'll speak to Kekan and them. We always have to put a hand on you here and suffocate you until you give us a goal. You must give us a goal. We put you so much stress. You have to give us a goal, and when you give us a goal, then we can breathe. But if you realize that when a team score goals against us at that time, we normally don't come back, or we draw. We really, we give everything. It's like you're punching, and then somebody just swings a punch and he gives you to say, oh, what is this now? Because you wanted to knock him down quickly. But but we have different. People don't understand. We've got different ways of play. We can play good football. We can play a passing football. We can play a quiet game, and we can close the game. So that has improved us. To be honest, that has improved us, because not many teams can do that. If you look at a lot of Pirates, they give you all the time, give you, and they don't close the game. It is the truth, So they don't close the game. So we are able to. I think you saw the last 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 8 minutes after we scored against Bloom Celtic, we just did not play. We pass. We have the ball, but we call it possession for possession. You defend with the ball. You don't give them a chance to score. You keep the ball and you don't make those risky passes going forward because you can lose it and now you have to defend it. So we'd rather have it. We can even rotate it at the back but we know about it. We know how to do it. And if odds are against us, especially 10 against 11, it's very difficult to beat Sundowns when we are 10 men. Very difficult. In fact, we don't lose when we are 10 men because we know how to close the shop, you know. Yeah, but the Kaizer Chiefs one, we just wanted the points and we parked the bus after we scored. No, we did park the bus after that because we know that they only know to play by launching the balls. So they launch balls, so they don't know how to play interplay. You know, they can't play interplay. They play diagonal balls and they rely on set pieces. So there was no way they can hit us. There was no way they can hit Baroka also in the last 20 minutes because and Dylan Kerr speaks to me, you know. So we speak, we are friends.
I heard you mentioning Champions League experience at some point. Does it come with real experience? That
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Been under pressure.
Yeah.
It worked for you well.
Oh, yeah. No, it helps, and that's now when new players come, they take time to understand that because they don't know what you're talking about. They just want to play. They see Sundowns passing the ball and they think it's fun and playing. No, it's not fun. We work hard. You got to run. If you see Tembazwane runs, Serino runs, Mkulisi runs, Kekana runs, it's not fun. We run. Lebo Hamabwe runs. Some people don't see that. They work hard. They really work hard. You might see them playing, touching the ball, but hey, we work hard off the ball. We regain the ball. We take it quickly from you. We press you. It's not only the tactics, it's the mentality, and you must have the body to do that.
Coach, just a quick one on the players that you've acquired for this coming season. Last season you only signed 2 players, but this time you seem to have gone on a shopping spree.
Yeah.
But one that
I'm trying to join Pirates and Chiefs on shopping sprees that they've been doing for the last 4 years. Why not?
You just touched on Kaizer Chiefs there as well. Would you agree if one says you taking Manulega from them was one of the punches that really killed them? Looking at how the whole transaction happened, him being released early, did it work on your favor? And tell us about him.
But people say we took Manulega. How can we take a player that doesn't want to come to us? Did he want to come to us?
Tell me.
Of course, that's why he's here.
But how is he?
It's not us taking the guy. The guy wants to play for us also.
He was offered a contract and signed also.
Yeah?
He was offered the contract in the Chiefs and he went to Sundowns.
Yes, he came to us. Because I told him, you want to win trophies, come here. That side, are you guaranteed? No, it's a fact. I said, reference is here. Coach Rulani, you want trophies? Stay here. The trophies are here. You can experiment. You can come here. Trophies are here. Just sit here. Live trophy.
Would you have, coach? Would you have encouraged him if you were his coach at Chiefs, for example, and he said, George, and I want to understand because he says he wanted to finish the season, and they said no.
Yeah, they said no.
Would you have accepted and said, knowing very well that you signed a free contract? Would you have said?
If I was a coach,
yes,
at Chiefs,
yes,
I would keep him. Why not? But it must also sometimes is beyond you as a coach, the club owners. You know, we are employed. This is our club. We don't want him.
That's what I want to ask.
Yes, if it's me, yes, I've done it at Supersport United. Calvin Martin signed with Sundowns. He played all the games. Bongani Zungu had already signed pre-contract. He stayed with us.
Won the league.
Yes. I mean, do you think a credible player like George Malulega will score an own goal for us? No, guys. Yeah? These guys are professionals. It's like you know you are leaving for another job and you see you're saving the last 3 months. So you're not coming to work. No, it doesn't work like that. Your integrity has been there for the last 8 years. Do you really want to spoil your integrity for the last 8 years? You don't want. You want to finish well. You know. So if he does that, then we also say, hey, who did we sign here? Who did we sign here? So for me, I don't think it was that. But yes, George was important for set pieces. Amen. George was very important on that diamond shape that they have. Him and Manyama, the two who were going in, and Katsande sweeping behind them. George was very important, and he passes the ball well and he works hard. So it gave them really a big thing. Did they miss him? My opinion, I think so.
You touched on what I wanted to ask. The fact of the coaches not having that much of a say. We won 11 trophies now in 6 years. I don't want to count the 7th, the half one that you say the club from relegation, but 11 trophies in 6 years. You've changed the whole perception of what a coach is in South Africa. You become sort of the manager that we see like Alex Ferguson and in Europe, the manager role. Has that helped you as well, having a say over who the club signs and all that things, in terms of having a full managerial role instead of just a football coach on the pitch? And I mean, should we be seeing more of these responsibilities being given at other clubs?
I just have an opinion. I just feel if the results are on the coach, then he must fall on his sword. I just believe like that. Yeah, bring the players, train them, substitute. If you don't win, we gave you the opportunity to do that. And you did not do that. But you can't say the results are on me, but certain things that are not on you. Then I always say, but the coach will always say, but that player is not the one I bought. I did not want that one. I wanted this one. That's where the goals are coming in. That's why he's not scoring goals. So we can also have an excuse. This is not what I wanted. So I just believe it's a principle. It's my opinion. I believe it's a principle that if you are responsible for results, if you're going to be fired for your results, get fired for the work that you do. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because that's my opinion, But I don't want to be saying what clubs should do this, what clubs should not do this. I don't want to be saying that. Yes, everybody has an ambition and everybody likes the player that he likes. There's always fine lines, there's always areas where, I don't know, some coaches have won with that. Some not. The question is, what are the chances? If you ask me, if you talk about what you said now earlier, I think it's better I must choose the players that I want. So that there must never be a story to say, but no, we gave you this, this is your player. No, I didn't want him, I wanted this. Where it is difficult because it's not your club, ne? It's difficult. And also there are roles that are played. Technical directors, what is their role? So that thing creates a lot of anxiety and challenges, So if he's here to buy players, and then he's responsible also for the results.
In terms of the responsibility to coach and the business that you would want to do, because the league is going to start just now, how far are you? Do you have the ones that you want? And can we still see you doing more business in the window?
Yeah, we're working. I'll tell you why. There's one big thing that makes us to change our attitude. FIFA World Club tournament. The 3 positions for Africa. And the way things are, I'm driving that vision. Okay, you won the league 2 times in a row. Last year I said team in construction. This year I thought it was settled. Mauricio got injured. Semi Siavi did not adjust a lot of injuries. Even now Semi still injured, you know. But we still won the league. This year, I know that the team we have is not strong enough to take 3 positions in CAF, meaning the semi-final. After the semi-finals, we're gonna play off in the semi-finals, and then one is gonna go through to the World Club. So I think the team that we are building, I'm building it specifically for that. But be very careful when you do that. You might, I don't know, because you don't know until it's done. You might be disturbing this team that has won you treble. And are you ungrateful? Are you experimenting? Are you tinkering too much? I don't know. We'll see.
Can you please acknowledge before you ask, because I think asking questions at the same time. So you go ahead, Mazola.
Coach, also just to sort of follow up on the building, we talked a lot also about players coming in. Have you made up your mind about offloading?
Yeah, we have. No, we have. No, we have to offload.
Can I add on to that as well? Do you know for sure that you missed out on Tyson?
Tulano Tlajoya?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if Tulano Tlajoya is Mamelodi Sundowns player. I don't know. You know, in life, anything is possible. And you know me for long. I don't know. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, no. As you speak now, no.
Just to add to that, Coach, you are close with Bramank.
Yeah.
You are homeboys, you are friends, you are buddies. What does he say to you about such? Have you spoken to him about Tyson?
No. All I know from rumors and what, Tyson is at Pirates. That's what I know. Unless you guys know something else.
But who do you have?
No, I don't know. For me, as a coach, he's not at Sundowns.
I'm just saying, who do you have? He's not, Tyson's not a Sundowns, but who did you get? Who do you have?
Are you asking me who do I get at Wits?
No, anywhere. Could be West, could be Cape Town City.
I have George Maluleka. If you say, who do I have?
Other than me?
We have Kapinga. Who do I have? I don't know.
To confirm before the club statement.
No.
Well, I can't control that part, Mazola. You know the story. I can't.
Can we go back to your...
Yes, because it's gone sideways now. My initial question, Coach, was we've talked a lot about the incomings, and you're about to answer the part about have you made up your mind about offloading?
Yes, no. I've given the list, and I think we have acquired about 50% of what I think. I don't know 50% is the right weight, but we've acquired few guys that we want. And as you just said, I have to wait for the team to announce them. And probably this week, I mean. You know.
The statement.
Yes. So yeah, we have. So we wait for the team to say, and we have to release other players. And we must also understand we're bringing younger ones, man, you know, to support the senior players. And sometimes it gives a perception that we are only taking out the old players. No, it's not like that. No, we need Kekana. We need Dennis. They're here. They are senior players in the team. They drive the team. It doesn't mean now we say, oh, by the way, how old are you? 31, 32, 33, out. No, we don't do that. Okay, probably if you have not been really making a biggest contribution and you are at that age, yes, you know.
You think they'll be able to leave? Because in the past you've spoken about, obviously a package. You know, people saying killing careers, but also players, if they can't find the right package, it's difficult to we know also, if I have to leave Latuma, but SABC, the money is not right, I'm not going.
Yeah, but then I think it's a different thing in your space as a person. You don't play football. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Unfortunately, the football is just the money, but the game also. How many times have you had players saying, it's not about the money, I want to play? Do you know what I'm trying to say? And how many do that? They really mean what they say. Fabregas left Arsenal. He says, I'm taking a pay cut to play for Barca. He left, took a pay cut. He took a pay cut. How many can do that? To take a pay cut and go play? It's a bit different, and it's up to the player. You see the challenge when Amazola is, I'm a player at a certain team, I earn 10 rand, and Sundowns wants me, and when I go to Sundowns, of course I'm going to ask for more. My agent is going to say, no, 30 rand. 30 rand. We want the player. Do we feel it's important? It's important. We ask for the club. Can we get him? The club will tell us we will pay 30 rand or not, or 25 or somewhere. They reach an agreement. You change your lifestyle. It's normal. I've changed my lifestyle. You have changed your lifestyle. By the time you work, really, if you live in one bedroom, you want two, for example. If you're driving the smallest car, you want a better car. It's also you got battery guy. You improve. It's normal. You want a better phone. You want a better laptop because you want to work. It's not about luxury sometimes. It's about also improving the quality of your work. Before Nermata Fera, now Rabata watch a program on how many kilometers. You improve your lifestyle. Okay? Now, when you don't play well, where you going? And then you start to in the bench, and then it's normal, you complain. I need game time. Yeah, maybe, but you can't take out Tembazwani for you to play. You can't, because you have to play the same or above. And then, but I came here to play. Yes. So, but what are we going to do now, Mazola? So, when you complain about game time, guaranteed you'll get the game time somewhere. Because if you can be able to be signed by Mamelodi Sundowns, it means you're a good player, let's be honest. If Pirates, Chiefs, Sundowns sign, you're a good player. You will get the club. The problem is now, I've changed my life. So, can you go back? Your lifestyle, I would say maybe it was on 1, now you took it to 3. Can you go to 2? People struggle to go to 2, Even though you were at 1 before, People struggle. So that's how football works, and that's the situation with the football players. So I suggest and try and tell the guys, when you come and play for a bigger team like Sundowns, try and maintain your original lifestyle. Try and save money. Try and live like then, so that when you have to take a transition back, you can still survive because of your basic needs. So you can still manage. So that's why I tell the players, if you're earning 10 rand, don't live with 10 rand. Live with 4 rand, so that when you have trouble, you can still come back and still survive. And I say it. You know what I'm trying to say? So players, they want to stay because of the money. And then it's easy for you to say, but guys, this guy has been here for 4 years. He's played 10 games, 8 games. Do you think if somebody wants this guy, we will say no? So we want to keep him as a guy. Then we are bad as people. Then me as a coach also, I'm not the right guy. So I'm frustrating this poor guy. No, that's sabotage. We don't do that. It is the way you see it.
Coach, just final question.
If somebody wants a player that is not playing, he says, can I even have him as a loan? I will let him go, myself. Yeah.
You always previously spoke about the competition that you've received from different coaches, and one of the coaches who've given competition was Gavin Hunt with previous Vets.
Yes.
The chapter is closed now. I'm sure you would welcome competition of him, especially if he remains here in Gauteng.
Yeah, why not? Gav keeps me on my edge. Our games are always very close, let's be honest. And I can easily say that I've been following him. He has achieved things earlier or before I even get them, to be honest. And you can't be lucky for so many years. He's a very good coach. He knows how to win. He has won a lot. And he has won trophies, man. So how can he be lucky? He's a very good coach. And his ratio of winning games to losses is really not deteriorating. He's winning. I mean, the guy just won, I think he won the cup last year, ne? Okay, this year Caetano won the MTA, but somehow he won a cup last year. You know, it's always a Vets, and it's always a Vets and a Super Sport on Nedbank, something. Always a Vets. They'll win a top 8, or they'll win in Telkom or a Nedbank somewhere. Super Sport will pick one of those, and we also pick there. It has been like that. Let's be honest. For the last 5-6 years, it's like that. So yeah, why not? If Kev comes, I'm happy, because you must remember I always promote locals. Like I just believe some of the coaches that come to South Africa really I don't know. I think they must scream. So maybe when you take somebody from a club in Europe, bringing him here, it's something else. But most of the guys who come, they don't have a job. Most 80% they don't have a job when they come.
Football of the season, coach. We're just about to vote. Your vote would go to?
You know I'm going to vote for my players, and it's conflict.
But which players would you say make the top 3 in the country?
In my team?
In the country.
I start first with my players. Temba was winning it. Why Temba was winning it? I mean, he's been consistent for the whole year. Unless it's a ABSA Premier League football of the year, then I understand. And then I would say that he's got a little of competition from Nugovic. I think he deserves something, to be honest. The guy played well. The guy attacks, scores, defense, something. He's a monster. He's done very well. I don't know how he did, but for me, it's Temba Zwane. He's got a lot of goals, created a lot of chances, made us play. And the difference is, Nugovic plays after 5 days, after 7 days. Temba Zwane plays after 2 days. The stress and the fatigue and the mental stress when Temba Zwane plays the ABSA Premier League is not the same as Nugovic. It's not the same. I just want to show the differences. They might be playing the same number of games in the ABSA Premier League, but the other one just landed Monday, is playing on Wednesday. The other one played Sunday, is playing again Sunday. That's the difference, okay? And it's not related or whatever, but that's my opinion, okay? But the guys done well also. I think they will have Manyama team well, to be honest.
So 2 players from Chiefs, 1 from you. Okay.
Yeah, Serino will put him there, but you know, he's got these things that sometimes he has personally, I say he must leave to not to be part of that, you know. Can be noticed sometimes, Serino, and also cause a little bit of taint this brilliant performance with these red cards and all that, you know. Yeah, but Washington Poker can't have been there. Temba's running been there, Shompo's been there. I would give Temba and Shompo the same because they're consistent, these guys, and the number of games they play under stress and under pressure. Always, Dennis is always there. Yeah.
Coach, if I can just one quick question. You were not celebrating after the Nedbank Cup, whereas after winning the league, you said it was much more deeper because there are some internal forces. But let's not go to the internal forces.
No, I didn't say the internal forces. I said internal issues.
Internal issues. Sorry.
Yeah, not forces.
Sorry.
Force is something else.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
It's way stronger.
It's my bad there, Coach.
Yeah.
But you seem to be very reserved in the Nedbank one. Was it because of the Langeman issue? Was it because the coach has had enough?
The Langeman issue is we all know about it. It's, for me, it's not for me to comment until the club has commented, and the club has to comment after the league has commented about that issue, and you have to talk about it. There's nothing wrong with that. But my answer to any question that's related to that is that I'll have to wait for the club, advice from the club, and probably the club is waiting for advice from the league. Then we can talk about it after. And what else can we talk about?
Okay.
And we're not avoiding it. That's the answer I'm giving you.
But was that why you didn't celebrate?
Okay?
He's asking, was that why you didn't celebrate?
No. Love the league, man.
You were tired also.
Yeah, I was
After 150 days plus.
Yes. It's too much. You know, it's too much. But I love the league. I like the Absa Premier League. It puts me in Champions League, 30 games. I always tell you, you can win the Nedbank 4 games. You can win this game, lose 3 games in the league, win this one, draw 2, win the league, you are in the final. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like to play on moments. You must play for the season, play for the league, play right through. You know, winter, summer, whatever, play. Cups are there. I like Nedbank Cup. I'll tell you why I like Nedbank Cup. Only one reason. It gives so much hope to the amateur teams. You know, sometimes I wish I could know what happens to the money that comes from the package, and unfortunately, or fortunately, when Corona struck, the smaller teams have already benefited gate takings, prize money. You know, I would love to see that team, Amavarara or whatever, with that team owner who's been struggling, putting his own personal money, to say, look, I've got a budget for 5 years. I've got a budget for 5 years. This is how I'm going to run the team, and I'm going to still put more. I'm getting promotion. This team is coming up. You know, you would like to see that. But sometimes you get people say, hey, I've been putting my money, now is my time. Give that money here. You know, but I like to see, that's why you're speaking about Amavara. We would never spoken about it. That's why you speak about VUT. That's how Baroka came, remember? That's why I like that, and also gives a chance to team, what teams, because the team TS Galaxy to bring CAF Champions League in the province there, you know. So I'm so excited for Marcellus, you know, Marcel, you know. I just wish that football can come back and we see those foreign teams outside coming to the stadium there, and they will get the vibe and the noise, and it's a history. It's history for Bloemfontein Celtic. That's the beauty of Nedbank. It's really, really history. I would really love to be in the stadium to see a Confederation Cup there, how it is and how they're going to treat it, you know. So that's the beauty of it, you know. The challenge is this thing is that you play many games, you travel, it becomes a problem.